Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 69 of my New York City Wrestling series for TEW 2016. So this is Summer Heat. Of course, we're coming off last episode, which was a Monday night main event show, which we lost, unfortunately, one of our key members of the roster in Ernest Youngman, who unfortunately was stolen by TCW. And of course, at the end of last episode, we also found out that TCW were coming in for, my baby, El Mitico Jr. So, yeah, his last show is tonight. He's in the main event. It's going to be a decent match. He's versing one of his long-time rivals in NYCW. And I'm expecting big things from that match. So yeah, let's run the show. We've got quite a few things to get through, and a couple of interesting angles. So yeah, we start the show off with an 81B, so a very solid match. This is Gary the Entertainer's last match for the company as well, as he's leaving because he was on a one appearance deal after we renegotiated his contract. So yeah, in a superb match, Marsh Stranger defeated Gary the Entertainer in 9:33 by submission with a Cobra Clutch. No worker improvements, but a solid work the crowd match there. And we've almost sold out the Ivanovich Riverside Arena, so that's pretty cool. 740 people away from doing that. The next match on the card gets a 73B-, not too great. In a good match, Bret Hart breaking Graham Gorman defeated War Peace and Shadrick Pulver in 10 minutes and 9 seconds, when Graham Gorman defeated Shadrick Pulver by pinfall with a Gorman Aghast. Gorman Aghast. Aghast? I don't know. Anyway, a Gorman Aghast. We'll go with Gorman Aghast. I'll probably have to find out how to actually pronounce that. But yeah, Shadrick's getting better at his gimmick, which is good to see. Yeah, nothing else much to say. It's a pretty decent match. Couple of worker improvements as well. Bret Heartbreak is improving in technical and performance skills, and Shadrick Pulver is improving in performance as well, which is good because he could be something special, Shadrick Pulver. He could be something special. We'll have to wait and see, of course. We then go to a 100 A-star promo. It's a freestyle segment, and basically Froshaw issues an open challenge to two members of the roster for a tri-state regional title match. And that match is up next. And the match gets an 82B. In an exceptional match, Froshaw defeated Brett London and Savage Tiger Jr. in 9:39, when Froshaw defeated Brett London by pinfall with a sure thing. Froshaw makes defense number 2 of his NYCW Tri-State Regional title. In terms of in-ring work, Froshaw was head and shoulders above everybody else. Brett London was the weak link in terms of in-ring performances, which is understandable. Another thing to mention, of course, you guys did see that we had signed Akima Brave, the one of the big Samoans, who's quite famous. He's actually taken Brett London under his wing already. Within 1 week of being in the company, he's taken him under his wing, and Brett London is now his protege. So that's awesome. Hopefully, Brett London could potentially be the next Emmanuel Bryant. And hopefully Akima will have the same sort of effect that Steve Flash had on Emmanuel. So we then go to an Emmanuel promo. He cuts a promo on his opponent tonight, Daryl? Yeah, I'm going to go with Daryl Poirier, which gets a 100 A-star, which is good to see. Poirier is actually, his popularity's starting to get up there in the tri-state region, which is good to see. And the match itself gets a 72B-. And this is also the cooldown match as well. In about that, had great wrestling in good heat. Emmanuel Bryant defeated Daryl Poirier in 7:27 by pinfall, if I can speak properly, with a green shock. So yeah, 60 in-ring performance for Poirier there. That's pretty solid. Definitely quite good. Okay, so I've decided to give these two a promo. I've got some interesting thoughts about these two and where to take them in the future. But they get a 78B for an entertainment promo, which is pretty good considering neither of them are actually too good with their entertainment skills. Their match gets a 78B as well. In a good match, the Ring Generals defeated Crimson Ghost and Solomon Gold in 10:25 when Marv Statler defeated Crimson Ghost by pinfall with a wheelbarrow bomb. Dean was off his game. Crimson Ghost and Solomon Gold don't work well as a team. Their timing is all over the place. That sucks so bad because I had a really good team name for these two guys. Obviously, it would have something to do with Crimson and Gold. I won't actually give it away, but damn it, that could have been a really good team. I was hoping that they would have some good chemistry, and it turns out they have really bad chemistry together. That sucks. Oh well, 78B's pretty good considering Dean was off his game and they don't work well as a team. But we also have Solomon Gold there improving in his performance skills. Okay, so we then cut to a 96 A-star 6-man generic menace promo. Akima Brave, Julius Moore, and Ross Henry. Akima has debuted his machine gimmick. It has gotten an initial rating of above average, and he looked dreadful in this segment. Okay, Julius looked excellent, so he probably saved a lot of the rating there. But Akima, he's got B minuses in Japan in his popularity, but he's only got Ds in America, so we're going to need to do a little bit of work with him first before he becomes something special. And I also decided to make him a face instead of a heel, because we do have quite a lot of heels, and of course we are losing two of our best faces as well in El Mitico, and of course we've already lost Ernest. So yeah, good stuff. Hopefully that'll help his popularity. He also is involved in this 6-man tag match, which gets an 84B+. He also picked up the win here. So in an exceptional match, Akima Brave and the franchise players defeated Bear Bukowski, the Midnight Prowler, and Charger Siaki in 1938 when Akima Brave defeated Charger Siaki by pinfall with a Samoan suplex. Yeah, so interesting. Akima beats Siaki with a Samoan suplex. Could be a potential feud going on there between the two Samoans. Yeah, nothing else to really say. Quite a few worker improvements. Julius Moore's improving in flying. Ross Henry's improving in technical. Bear Bukowski's also improving in technical. And so is Charger Siaki. So 3 people improving in technical with this match. Good stuff. So we then go into another 100 A-star freestyle segment, the second freestyle of the show. So this is Bear Bukowski attacks Julius Moore post-match to get Ross Henry's attention, and then Henry comes in, makes the save, and Henry challenges him to a match at Gang Wars, which is of course the next event. So we'll get that pre-booked in for Gang Wars. Will probably be the main event. So yeah, we'll get that booked in. 1-on-1, Bear Bukowski taking on Ross Henry for the Empire title. The first title match for Bear as he starts his defenses. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so we then cut to another 100 A-star promo, and it's El Serpiente cutting a promo hyping his upcoming match with his long-standing rival. Of course, these two, they were like one of the first real storylines that we had going that was quite intense. They had a real strong, I think it was whose mask is more prestigious, and yeah, they had it was a pretty long-standing storyline. They versed each other quite a few times. They know each other very well, and tonight's main event should be pretty excellent, and it is. It gets a 99 A-star. That's awesome to see. Really happy with that, to be honest. Yeah, that's really good. In an exceptional match, El Serpiente defeated El Mitico Jr. in 25 minutes and 3 seconds by pinfall with a Cobra twist. Good stuff, boys. Quite happy with that. And El Serpiente actually had a better in-ring performance than El Mitico. But that's a really solid send-off there for one of the NYCW fans' favourites in El Mitico Jr. So that's really cool. The overall show rating gets a 95 A-star. I think, is that our best? I think that might be our best. I don't think I've ever gotten an A-star event. I think that is our best ever event. I will have to check that. So we'll go El Mitico. I guess we'll go El Serpiente as well. And who else? Who else impressed me? Um, yeah, I don't really know. I think we'll go Fro, sure. Yeah, we'll go Fro. So we'll give these two hugs and we'll tell Fro that he's awesome. Happy, pleased, and happy. Good stuff. Okay, so we have lost El Mitico Jr. As I've said, it's a sad day. It really is. Uh, but that's what happens when you're not Cult and you can't sign your best wrestlers to written contracts. They're going to get stolen. It's just a matter of time, really. Uh, there we go. Just delete that one straight away. So yeah, Gary the Entertainer is now gone. Of course, we just need to get rid of him. Although, looking back on it, we probably shouldn't because we kind of need the people in the roster there. And so there we go. I mentioned in the last episode, Summer Heat. Was it last episode? It might have been 2 episodes ago. But Summer Heat is now an above-average event as far as importance goes. So I think that's all of our events, apart from the two that we've created. Well, we did create all of them, but of course the Hall of Fame ceremony is only normal, but that was created last year in game time, and Monday Night Main Event. I think because that's a weekly event, I don't think it goes above normal, so I'm pretty sure that will never change. But that's all good. So yeah, let's have a look at our size. We have gone up. We're up to 62C in popularity, and we're up to a 59C for importance. So we've finally hit the C for our importance there. So we're quite a way over the level of importance that we need. We're what, 22 points over 47 in the tri-state region. So we really need to. I might actually stop running the Monday Night Main Event shows because I run one of those as well as the pay-per-view in the tri-state region. I don't think I should do that anymore. I mean, it's going to hurt the finances a little bit, but I think I really need to focus on New England, and we need to focus on getting to Cult. Because if I lose more of my wrestlers that I've taken the time to really build up, like I did with Ernest and El Mitico, it's gonna be really painful because I hate seeing them go. I kind of get an emotional attachment within the series to some of these wrestlers. So yeah, we're 33 importance in New England at the moment, so we only need, what, 14? That shouldn't take too long. That should be like 4, maybe 5 months in game time. Maybe 4 if we really focus on the actual area with our Monday Night Main Event shows. Who knows, we could also run a couple of pay-per-views there. We do have quite a few guys that are really over there now as well. So I think we'll auto-push everybody. Have a little look. Akima Brave, still a mid-carder, but what's his popularity looking like? Okay, so he's up 4 points to a 48D plus already, so that's good stuff. If I haven't shown you his skills, that's what they look like. I'm pretty sure I have, but yeah, he is amazing. He is something else. And his babyface performance has actually gone higher than his heel. I think that was like 82, or maybe 83 actually. So that's pretty cool, because he is a babyface for us at the moment. So we're going to need to push him quite hard, but it's good to see that it's already doing something after his first, or his debut, I suppose. Looking at other people, I mentioned Brett London, relationships, sorry. Yeah, so he's the protege of Akima Brave now, so I'm really hoping that will actually, that will actually turn into a really good partnership or relationship between these two. And yeah, hopefully Brett will see a lot of skill improvements because of it. Looking at a few other people, unfortunately Crimson's still an enhancement talent, so that sucks, but what can you do? Daryl Poirier's now an opener. I might actually, I really want to change his name, and I have a name that could work quite nicely. So I might do that off camera for next episode, and you guys will be able to see it at Gang Wars. I also have a pretty good name for Shadrach Pulver. It's pretty. Yeah, you guys will know exactly why I've chosen the name for it. They're gonna be really gimmicky. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Really gimmicky names, simply because they look kind of gimmicky, if that makes sense. So yeah, make sure you tune in so you can find out exactly what's going on with those guys. Tautua Roberts, I'm kind of getting to the point where I might release him. He's never really going to amount to anything, although his psychology's going up slowly. Although he just has no other in-ring skills at all. And I feel like that's kind of a big problem, to be honest. A really, really big problem. If he had like maybe a little bit of anything, to be honest. He's got a little bit of hardcore, but obviously that plays absolutely no factor into, of course, our company and our product settings. So yeah, anything else to really go over? Let's have a look at Ross's popularity really quickly. Okay, so he's still a B plus. He's also a B plus in New England now as well, which is what I mean by we've got quite a few people that are actually over. Bear Bukowski's another one that's quite over in New England at a B minus. I'm not sure, but I think he might be pop capped at 82B. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. But he was up to 84 last time, and it dropped back down to 82. So I'm a little bit worried. It's 84 right now. I will check it again fairly soon. If he is pop capped, that's really going to put a big spanner in the works as far as him being champion for a few months. As I kind of said, I wanted him to be the transitional champion, but we might have to cut it even shorter if that is the case. Having a look at El Serpiente, of course, got the win against El Mitico in that 99 A-star. His popularity's dropped from an 84 to an 83. How is that possible? I don't even know. I honestly don't know. Um, yeah, he probably shouldn't be improving anymore. As you can see, he's pop capped. He's performance capped with his basics. His psychology is still going up a little bit, so that's good to see. But safety, consistency, they all look pretty. Oh, maybe selling. I don't know. They all look pretty much there to the point where they won't really go up any higher. I mean, you'd think that he could really achieve something because he's got really good star quality and charisma. So, yeah, hopefully he's not pop capped around this level. And we're also going to have to watch out because south of the border might try to snap him up in the future because he is starting to get quite over in Mexico. He's actually the Confederation of the Territories World Tag Team Champions for CILL. So, yeah. Apart from that, guys, I don't think there's anything else to really go over. I will go into a creative meeting before we end the episode. And obviously, things have changed a little bit. The franchise players are obviously still the franchise players. Bret Heartbreak is number 3 now, which is pretty crazy to think about. He's only 22 years old. I mean, he's really, really good. He's awesome. But everyone still hates him. So, yeah. I mean, what can you do? It just sucks. All down to the Midnight Prowler. Cheers, mate. We've got Marsh Stranger, who, he kind of featured quite heavily. He probably will now that we actually, need him. And he's still at a B+, which is good. Good to see. And of course, Bear Bukowski. Good to see that he's actually on the list, considering he's our champion. But some of his stats are quite low in his performances. And of course, that low stamina will mean that he won't be able to perform really good matches, I suppose. There's no one really on the hidden gems list that's all that good either. Next big things, yeah, these really haven't changed all that much. Talk the talk, fairly similar. They're all fairly similar, apart from the fact that Ernest and El Mitico are no longer on the lists. So yeah, the finances are looking really good. At the moment, the wrestling industry in America, oops, wrong button, in America, as you can see, it's a 72 B- economy, which is rising, and the wrestling industry is a 67 C+, which is also rising. So things are looking pretty good. Looking at things, the two regions that we're in are, number two and number three on the top lists, which is good to see as well. 97 importance for New England and 96 importance for the tri-state. So we're definitely in the right regions as far as trying to become cult, and yeah, we're just got to continue the grind. So that'll bring us to the end of the episode, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. It was actually I forgot to check, didn't I? Top 100. There we go, guys. It was the best ever show. The best ever event we've had. Our first ever A-Star event. Summer Heat, June 2021. Awesome. And it was the final match for El Midico Jr. That's really cool. That's something special. It would have been really nice to have Ernest and El Midico versus each other in the main event before they left in a match quite like that. That would have been something special. But I think it was still quite intense and quite special, the fact that El Serpiente took on El Midico. I think that was a fitting way to end his career there. So yeah, that will wrap the episode up, guys. Thank you for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're a new viewer, and I'll see you in the next episode for Gang Wars. Goodbye, guys.